a lot of equipment and a lot of material, and this is pretty cool.
Oh my God! Oh my God! It's gorgeous! Look at this place! It's beautiful!
This is your first sight of the bedroom, all right? So let's come in here and take a look around. Hot? Hello, everyone. I'm News 4's Mark Peterson. Welcome to our first edition of Extreme Team Stories of Community. Now you're sitting there and you may be asking yourself and wondering, what is the Extreme Team? Well, you may remember a little event that took place in Sandpoint this last November when the crew from the hit ABC show Extreme Makeover Home Edition came to town and changed the lives of the Hebert family. The builder of that home? Sullivan Homes.
It was such a wonderful event that we're going to go out, and I've committed a lot of resources to going out and helping with some of our key partners, to going out and helping other families. So as exciting as that moment was, it's the beginning, not the end.
And of course, all of us at News 4 happy to be one of those key partners in this. Well, the Extreme Team was born from that, going out into the community once a month and helping those who, if they had the means, the money, or the health, they could help themselves and make their life better. Well, the Extreme Team comes in and, well, we hope to make it better for them on their daily living. Well, since it is extreme, maybe giving them a little something else along the way that they had no way of expecting. So here we are, 3 months later, 3 stories later. In the next half hour, you're going to meet 3 people referred to us by members of the community who, hopefully, through the Extreme Team, we were able to make their lives just a little easier. Now, our first story and our first project is about 2 brothers, both wanting to be independent, but because of circumstances, well, they needed a little help.
And I was stationed there after basic.
David White is proud of his military service, his relationship with his family, and the East Spokane home he owns with his older brother George.
I mean, there are a lot of people that are homeless and have a lot worse off, and we've got it really good.
George is slightly autistic. David's severe arthritis keeps him from working. And as these brothers grew up, they grew closer, now working on this house together.
He has carpentry, plumbing, and electrical skills that make the average person look really goofy. So when we do projects around here, he does the project, and I kind of supervise.
But there's only so much they can do. This old furnace has poor air circulation, and with their medical conditions, it makes it hard for both George and David to breathe. They can't afford major improvements like the installation of a much-needed heat pump, so they turn to SNAP for help.
He was on a waiting list for quite a few months.
But that assistance often takes years, so SNAP nominated David for an Extreme Team project to repay him for all he does for others.
I can't do a lot, but I can drive people around, and so I drive people from my parish and to their doctor's appointments and stuff like that.
He takes care of his brother, how unselfish is, all those things that he's done. So if we can in turn do something for him, well, that's what we're here for.
So Thursday, David and George will see their home improvement dreams come true. A one-day payback that for David will last a lifetime.
I'm tongue-tied and so, and I'm just going, this is unbelievable. This is wonderful. I mean, because how do you repay back that?
All right, 10 minutes past 5 o'clock. It is a Thursday morning. I'm Mark Peterson. Thanks for joining us. We are live at a location where the Extreme Team, and it's a brand new partnership, I guess is the best way to put it, between Sullivan Homes and News 4. And what we're doing is we're trying to help those who are homeowners who need some help. This is Todd Sullivan. He is the other supervisor of the project. David's going to help you. Good morning.
Well, good morning.
Last we were together, it was very cold, it was very dark, and we were in Sandpoint, Idaho. It's very cold, it's very dark, and we're in Spokane, Washington.
You know, I really hoped I exercised all those memories, but here I am again. I don't know what you do to me, but here we go again.
And the front, follow me. Move back up, watch out that big cow. All right, here it is.
When we heard about the program that kxly and Sullivan Homes had planned here, we thought that they'd be a perfect match.
This furnace is probably kicked on for the last time as the boys from Sturm are going to come down and start dismantling it and pumping out the old oil so that they can put a new one in. You're part of this team, the Extreme Team. You have somewhat of an extreme makeover to do here because this is a guy's room that's sort of underway.
Yeah, this is a little in the rough, and we're going to take it up a few notches, and I think it'll be, by the end of the day, we'll have a real different bachelor pad here.
I'm going to remove that vent, Mike. I'm going to build the chase downstairs. I'm going to pull that vent 6 feet from that corner. I'm going to put it up over there. Sweet. And I'm going to put a transition piece of oak going across so that we can hit the carpet to the oak and it won't look so bad from the other side.
Okay, we're going to put carpet in the living room and in the bedroom.
You are?
Yeah, we're going to run it all the way through.
Then I'll just fix this floor.
Super.
Finally at work, they're ripping this thing out, and you can see, I mean, it's been here since the 50s. It's time to come out, rip it apart, all of this to get this main unit out.
That'd be kind of cool.
That looks like too much like an airplane or something.
Like an airplane?
Like it.
That's why I like it. Do you like that? Can I pick colors?
Are you the designer?
Can I pick
or are you the
colors?
builder?
Ooh. Now, is this going to conflict with the finishing, the hardware finisher?
Once again,
is
don't
that?
worry about that.
What do you guys think about what's going on so far?
Pretty good. There's a lot of work. There's a lot of guys and a lot of equipment and a lot of material, and this is pretty cool. I'm very impressed. I mean, this is huge. So,
Stuff you guys wanted to do but just couldn't get.
Oh yeah.
No money.
There's still
There's money available, so
it would take years and years and years. I mean, it really would.
All right, 8 hours into the project, and so far we've built a sauna. All of the mud work that's being done, originally one room was going to be redone. You stepped in, you and your wife, and said, okay, your wife stepped in and said, we're doing this room too.
Yes, we did. But somehow I think you were in there too.
I may have been a part of it, yes. Yeah, but I didn't pick
Design?
colors. Yeah.
No.
All right, so how are we doing on time? We're a little backed up with the mud?
We're a little backed up. It was a little more than we had anticipated. But you know, we're going to make it. We always do. And I've got some of the best people in the world in there.
There we go.
I mean, look at the ceiling. I mean, this and the walls. I mean, this is good.
They're getting ready to spray this room. We're about 2 hours behind schedule for this. We had hoped to be done by about 7. It looks like about 9. And we set the time only as a gauge. All right, it turned out beautiful.
It did. It really did. And, you know, thanks to Lori and yourself and the subcontractors, they came in and just did a fabulous job. I can't even describe it.
Speaking of Lori, I don't know if the gentlemen living here have ever seen such a colorful house.
Will they like it though?
I think so.
Yeah.
They've been smiling. George's been smiling all day long.
They like it.
All right, you did a gorgeous job. It looks wonderful, candles included. David said he even likes the candles. All right, the Extreme Team premiere event. This was the first one, and it was wonderful. I think it's pretty plain to see that, well, we learned some lessons right out of the gate. We needed a setup day to help us out. But in the end, everyone was happy, including the brothers, and our mission was accomplished. Now, when we come back, you're going to meet a woman who was not only dealing with health issues, but was left with a house basically half done. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Well, now we want to introduce you to Eileen Gowan, a Spokane woman who was fighting back from cancer treatments and also fighting a house that was only half done.
From the outside, you'd think Eileen Gowan's home was just fine, but take one step inside and you'll see why she needs a little help. And the folks working on this house say Eileen's story is exactly what they were looking for. Someone who needs a little help, but at the same time realizes life is really good.
Life is so good. That's my motto.
Life hasn't always been good for Eileen Gowan. She bought this house 5 years ago, and shortly after, she needed a new roof. While construction crews poured into her home,
the rain poured in as well, completely damaging her ceilings.
Was just anticipating that I was going to be able to close everything back up again.
She never anticipated, though, she'd be sidelined by cancer. Just over a year ago, she was diagnosed with multiple myeloma, or bone marrow cancer. Her projects at home forced to be put on the back burner.
It wasn't just not really sure what I should do, and just thought, okay, just plan for the worst and hope for the best.
The best arrived early this morning.
She needs a helping hand, and that's exactly what we do. We come in to help people that are just need that little push.
Larry Catalano with Sullivan Home says when he heard Eileen's story, he knew the Extreme team could help. So along with new kitchen cabinets, Eileen will also receive new countertops, new kitchen floors, even new appliances. In her living room,
Crown moldings and base moldings.
all of the holes will be patched, the walls will be painted, and finally, a new ceiling.
Thanks, Larry.
It's my pleasure.
With her health improving, Eileen hopes an improved home will mean a second start in life, one she'll feel comfortable sharing with her friends.
I would love to be able to just have them come in and relax and not feel like they're in the middle of a construction zone.
With her house now in the hands of News 4's Extreme team, that wish now just 24 hours away.
This whole section right here is coming out. I want to try to save this if we can. Right here, this is nothing. This is dead. We'll take this wall right out to here. Right from here, we're going to cut this straight down. We're going to frame this in. We're going to box around this concrete chase. We're going to go ahead and make the whole arch. We're going to arch the whole unit. We're just going to fur it out, make an arch, drywall, and be done with it. We're going to take this out, take all this stuff off, take all that molding off, and we're going to take this door, all that stuff. All this is gone. The walls don't line up. Okay, so we're gonna have to jog it. And then I think we're gonna have a problem with it matching up, but we'll see if we do, if we don't.
This is the Extreme team. We're in West Spokane, and we are going to help out Eileen. Yes! I just want to show everybody at home that this is something that Eileen Gowan has not seen in about 3 years, and that would be a ceiling that doesn't have rafters. All right, we're sitting at, about 8:45. So far, well ahead of the power curve. We've got rock in, and they've got everything taped.
We're almost done with the cabinets. The laminate guys are about ready to get started. Our flooring's gonna go in. We've got painters, we've got trim carpenters, and we are just about ready to wrap it up. We got landscapers on the outside, and we're almost done.
All right, for my signature project, I wanted something to go over the top of that door where there's that gaping hole, and I figured something that really represented light, and maybe something stained glass, but I needed it fast, so I called Designer Glass, and I talked to Kim. Hi, how you doing?
Pretty good.
All right, so I told you about Eileen, told you the things that she's dealt with and the cancer. She's still trying to get over that and all the stuff, and you said, I've got an idea.
It's a stylized flower. And I was trying to convey hope and renewal.
And this is going to be a beautiful piece, and it's for everyone to see. Kim, thank you so much.
Very
We're going to
happy
take it
to
back. We're going to mount it.
Great.
Okay.
Good. Now it's all yours and I'm out of here.
Well, the house is a craftsman style house, and so we want to kind of keep that theme somewhat, and we want to stay with the colors and the styles that Eileen likes, and then we've got some surprises in the kitchen, a little different theme in there, kind of a little bistro type idea. It's going to be very cheery with a real neutral base. She's going to love it. She's going to be really surprised.
Hi, Mr.
All right.
Sullivan. How are you? Oh, God, thank you.
Okay, look at how excited you
I just, oh, God.
All right, so are you ready?
I am.
Okay, so on the count of 3, we're all going to open our eyes, because we've
Okay.
been having our eyes closed too. Are you ready?
All right.
1, 2, 3.
Oh my God! Oh my God! It's gorgeous! Look at this place! It's beautiful! You covered over the window! Oh my gosh! I have house numbers. People will know.
Eileen, I want you to take a look around. This is your new living room.
Oh my God! Oh,
Oh my gosh, it's fabulous. Look at this. This is gorgeous. It's finished. Ah, thank you.
I want to present to you the design of Lori Sullivan, Larry, the Sullivans, your new kitchen.
Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Okay,
Come on
I'm
in.
gonna go look. Oh my gosh. Oh, and
Look at
you
this.
retained this.
You have
This
a
is
breakfast
perfect.
nook.
Thank you.
We took out 3 feet of the wall. It's
Oh,
all
yeah.
gone. We opened it up.
That's true.
All right,
oh
come
my
on
God.
in.
And the
I told you Fred stopped by, you get a gas stove.
Oh, thank you.
Got a brand new
my
sink.
God, and a new sink.
Plumbers have been very busy at this house.
And a dishwasher.
A dishwasher. You never have to wash another dish as long as
Amen.
you want.
I can't say thanks enough to everybody who's done this for me and all the time that everybody spent at my friend Mary's house. And Mary has a little plaque in her house and it says, "Home is where your story begins." And I gotta tell you, this is just the beginning of a great story. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Well, we're getting a little better at this whole timing thing. Well, for the most part. Eileen didn't seem to care as long as we got the job done, and we did, and it was our pleasure. We had a good time doing it. Now, coming up next, we're going to tell you a story about a woman. It's a very emotional story who just needed help getting around her own home. Hello and welcome back to Extreme Team Stories of Community. Tanya Hamilton, a young lady with a not so good prognosis and a looming problem with just navigating her own home.
So the doorway itself.
Tanya Hamilton looks like your typical neighbor. She loves her family, loves her dogs, and
I love to play pool. That's my favorite thing.
But in March 2005, her normal life changed in a short amount of time.
It was kind of weird. The couple weeks preceding it, my left leg went numb from my knee down. And within probably 3 weeks of that happening, I had gone to the emergency room. They said I had an inner ear infection. I went to my doctor the next day because my eyes were going up and down like the credits on a TV screen. And so I knew something was wrong or I was crazy.
Tanya has MS and a long uphill battle ahead of her.
It just kind of felt like, when is the bad news going to stop?
Once she got out of the hospital, she was allowed to return to her home she loved. But the physical design wasn't perfect.
It was a lot more difficult to get past the walls. And
from a narrow hallway leading to a small bedroom and an even smaller bathroom. But that's all about to change with the News 4 Extreme Team.
This is my master bedroom. And this is the wall they're thinking of taking out so that they can expand it to the other bedroom.
And that's only part of the plan.
The bathroom is the main thing.
Her big brother Rob now lives with her and helps her around the house.
She's fairly aggressive. Everything that she does, she's aggressive at doing it. And I think that's one of the reasons why she's recuperating the way she is, because she does everything in an aggressive way.
And I just appreciate everything people have done for me. Sometimes I don't feel like I'm worth it or worthy of it, but I'm grateful for the fact that they are willing to do it.
Hey, Larry, what we got going on here?
Morning. Well, we're going to start the remodel today. We're going to change this window, this big 6050 window. We're going to do the whole front of the facade. We want to change all 3 windows. Hey, as you can see, we've already started remodeling in here. We're going to put all new tile. We're going to throw some French doors in. That way she can access with her wheelchair. We're going to knock this wall right out. We're going to throw some French doors in so she can come in with a walk-in closet with a pocket door. New casing, new base, new paint.
Bathroom is still under work today. Because of the major improvements we're making, we had to start yesterday to try and get some of the pre-work done. There's still insulation to be put in. You can see the small window that was put there.
Johnny, you see what he's saying?
I see what he's saying.
So just go ahead and put the ones that, take the ones off.
Take the ones that are too big off.
Yeah,
or move them up.
Strip in.
Yeah, put the deck up.
Yep.
And then take your seam, take your next vertical seam, and put your seam here
Yeah.
Here, going up.
Yeah. All right, this is what they call lacing. And what they do is they put the material up there, some of the mud, and watch this. You ready? Yeah. Ta-da! What we've done is we've saved part of the wall. They're going to be painted. Her mother helped her with the border and the interior design. That's going to go away as we update it. Her mother has passed away. So we took this memory and we put it in a beautiful frame with it. So Chuck, thank you and your wife very much.
Very, very welcome. It's a great project.
All right.
Tanya's going to get the whole day of pampering. Right now she's having a facial. After her facial, she's going to have an hour-long full body massage. Then she's going to have a full manicure and pedicure. And then we're going to be doing her hair, cutting, styling her hair, and doing her makeup.
This is the walk-in closet about ready to go. Once it gets painted, then we're going to have a shelving unit brought in, plus places to hang her clothes. This is the extended bedroom. Okay, you can see it's taped, it's ready for paint. And if we turn over here, you can see the bathroom is almost complete. The floor tile is in. The tile in and around the tub enclosure is all finished. Now, things down in this room are taking shape as well. They're getting things ready for the paint job, which will be done by about 2:30 in the afternoon.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna hug my dad.
Come on in. Now, we're going to show you, this is your first sight of the bedroom, all right? So let's come in here and take a look around. Hot? All right, there is your new bed from Tin Roof. What do you think?
It is so beautiful. Oh my goodness, it's beautiful. Yes.
A walk-in closet big enough for a bedroom. Now, French door.
Oh, I love it. Oh, this is so gorgeous. Thank you guys so much. This is wonderful. Oh my goodness.
We know that your mom helped you paint and set that up. So what we did in memory of your mother, and we know she's not with you, but this is our little gift to you so that you can always remember the work she did on your home.
Thank you. It's very cool. Very special.
But Kelly from Numerica Credit Union has a wonderful one last surprise for you.
We just want to show our pride in you and give you a certificate that is showing that we're going to pay May's mortgage for you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Sullivan Homes, thank you so much. News 4, love you too. Of course, Stratus Spas and all of my friends and family. I appreciate everything.
Well, as you can tell, we hope that Tanya's future looks a little brighter now. And we wish her, Eileen, David, and George all the best. Now, if you know someone who could use a little help from the Extreme team, it's really easy to do. Just log on to kxly.com and click on the Good Morning Northwest page. Look for the Extreme Team banner, click, and nominate. It's that simple. Thank you for joining us, but keep a sharp eye out. The Extreme team is going to be out on a monthly basis, putting out a helping hand where it's needed. And of course, we'd like to take this time to thank Sullivan Homes, all the subcontractors, and the sponsors who make this entire project possible. I'm Mark Peterson. Please pay it forward and have yourselves a great day.